our point. We're back up here at John's property trying to shoot a buck. We saw 2 bucks on the way in, but it rained. It was just pouring, so we just now got in. It's about 8 o'clock, and it's just starting to taper off in the rain, but the deer are still moving. The rut, the weather doesn't affect the rut. It may affect their movement, but the deer are still in rut right now, so. It's that same damn split. Yeah, that's different. Last night, the reason why we let that buck go is John on his property has a lot of nice bucks on his property, and probably some bigger ones than that. So we were out actually to take a doe, and probably would have shot the smaller doe because he's actually been talking about getting a small doe just for the tenderness of the meat. And so we do a lot of doe management on my property, so I was really trying to get some doe. And so this morning it was raining. We ended up seeing 2 buck on the way into the stand, and so
we only got into the stand at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, because it was just raining
all the way up.
But we did see one doe.
One doe.
We think it was a doe
from a distance,
and it ran through, but no bucks chasing it. So not really sure what's going on. I don't know. I mean, the bucks are definitely chasing does around. They're moving, but this weather really has them probably holding tight. We saw some scrapes on the way out that were hit harder than what they were yesterday, so they could have been, they're still coming out at night and being real active at night, not that much during the day when it's really windy and rainy. So, all right, it's the evening hunt, Saturday night, and we decided to come back up to John's property and not go to my food plot, only because we pulled all his trail cameras the other day. We checked them today, and usually historically in the evening this isn't a good spot, but when we pulled the trail cameras, there was all kinds of game. Now, yeah, there was some stuff coming through at night, but he had a lot of nice bucks on camera and doe coming right through here. So we decided to come here so he could shoot buck or doe. And but anyways, when we pulled the trail camera, it was amazing the game that we saw. We saw gray fox, we saw fishers, we saw all kinds of bucks, really nice bucks, day and night pictures. We also saw a bobcat, which is really cool because you really don't see those in Clarion County that often. But bearded hen, I mean, there's a lot of game here. They got a lot of coyotes and bear around too. Didn't get any pictures in the past month of those, but we're hoping that a doe or a nice buck comes through, and John said he's going to take a buck if it presents him a pretty good shot. So there's several different 8-points. There's a big 9-point, a big 11-point around, but some of those didn't show up on the trail cameras, but they were 2 months ago all over the place here. So rut, you never know. They could go away, or we could see another big buck that they may not have ever had on trail cameras. So that's the greatest thing about the rut. You never know what's going to come by. So big buck, big buck, big buck. That's a different buck. Oh man.
We'll have that.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be a good night, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. We were talking just the weather, and we were looking at the trail camera. As soon as the rut started, there was a little bit of a different pattern to what the deer were doing, but I don't know. We're just.
I have reason to believe. Just hear me out.
Okay.
Before the rut starts.
Yeah.
It's such a bachelor pad down there.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's just endless bucks. That maybe when the rut starts, they don't hang out with each other. They're all trying to go.
Yeah.
So they move out. Because As soon as the rut ends,